Hi, my friends. Austin Lawrence, your mountain biking MLO. I'm going to be bringing you an update on Sonoma County's real estate market. Today is January 21st, and obviously we're having a really strong start to the new year. Rates are ticking up a little bit, but the housing market is still super strong. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get into it. NMLS number 225079. Thank you very much for being here, watching this. I really appreciate it. Please subscribe, hit that bell. You can ring my bell, and you'll get the latest videos. I usually do these once a week, and then I have a host of other videos I'm doing with regards to the real estate market and stuff that will definitely have some value for you. Okay, so I am going to get started. We're going to be dealing with the Sonoma County market today, specifically Windsor, California. So without further ado, I'm going to get started. I bring you along with a PowerPoint. The reason being just keeps me kind of on my toes and very specific with the information. So market update on Sonoma County. The question is, what will $500,000 buy you in Windsor, California? Okay, so let's get started. With regards to Sonoma County, we're going to talk about the state of home sales market conditions in Sonoma County, a couple shifts in the market as of 2022, which is important for you to note. These are some good changes, actually, that I'm going to bring up. The loan limit in Sonoma County for a one unit conventional, sorry, I'm getting a little tongue-tied there, is $764,750. It was $707, so this has went up almost $60,000, and in Solano County it's went up over $100,000. So this is a good thing, gives you more purchase power, and also raises the FHA loan limits for those borrowers that need a little bit more of a particular loan. Last week home sales did slow because of supply and demand. This market is slowing just a little bit because of a number of different factors like rate increase, COVID restrictions, and appraisal turn times. And in fact, I'm dealing with one of those this morning. So we are dealing with a little bit of an issue with some of the logistics that go into loans, but that's being corrected as we speak. So we're also seeing signs that open houses are once again being postponed. So usually you have to make appointments to see those. There are some and many still available, but I always recommend that you get physically into the house to check it out, even if they do offer you those virtual tours. Okay, without further ado, the last thing I wanted to mention is the conventional loan limit, or the floor, is $647,250. So with that, what's going on in this community? Contingencies and a lack of concessions are the normal for this market. What are we talking about with this terminology? Loan and appraisal contingencies, which are a big part of the RPA, or the residential purchase agreement initiation, are usually being removed to make your offer more enticing, because we're getting multiple offers on properties. Most buyers are continuing to bid over asking price, and we're continuing to see appraisals coming in a little bit below or at purchase price if you're lucky, because the market shift of what they're looking at is usually 6 to 3 months behind. Okay, so Sonoma County, without further ado, let's get into it. $750,000 is the average sale price in Sonoma County. So there's a pretty significant increase in prices. It was $740 last year, so we've already went up $10,000, which is good for people that are purchasing, because you're already building equity within that first year, which is pretty nice. Average rates. Rates are ticking up. So let me just tell you, we are not looking at those 30-year 3% fixed rates anymore. They're right at about 3.5, give or take an eighth or a quarter. So yesterday rates went up a little bit. At the end, I ended up locking in a loan at 3.625, which, to be honest with you, was a good lock. So average home sales in about 48 days on the market. This is about an 8% increase. We are seeing some houses move faster, but on average, a 45-day mortgage, 45-day lock is usually within the framework of that, unless you're really in control of that process. Homes sold in December, 459, which was a decrease from last year. So I could get into some of the other specifics, but I really want to get into Windsor at this point because I've covered Sonoma a number of times, and Sonoma is a general category. I want to talk about the specifics. So, Windsor, California. Windsor, beautiful city. If you've not been there, I recommend if you're out in Sonoma County doing some wine tasting, there's a great place to go is Healdsburg or Windsor. And just right off of those two streets on the way to Guerneville, Monteria area, you could also get on that West Side Road, which has just a number of top caliber wine cellars. And I really recommend if you get a chance to get out to Windsor that you do that because it's one of those quaint little cities that just is super special. So Windsor's an incorporated town in Sonoma County. The town is 9 miles north of Santa Rosa, about 63 miles north of San Francisco. This is wine country. And it's located off the 101 freeway just south of Healdsburg. So that's why if you're going to go out to Windsor, definitely jump into Healdsburg as well too. There's great wineries out there as well as antiques, and it's two just beautiful towns to visit. All right, and so let's get into it. Windsor. Average sale prices right in line with Sonoma County. It's $737, which is a 12% increase from last year, which means, again, this is one of those communities where once you buy, you're already building equity. Average rate, I put this down because this is what I locked yesterday in the same area, was a 3.625 707 with a 750 purchase price, 760 credit. And basically, you know, because the loan limit is 764 750 and the floor is 647, this is considered a high balance loan, just FYI for your purposes. So that's why it's about an eighth higher. If you're under that 644 mark, 647, you're probably going to get about an eighth better rate just because conventional versus high balance, a little bit better rate. Average home sales in about 41 days on this market, and homes sold, we have about 34 year to date. Obviously, we're just starting in the year, so those numbers are building quickly. And January and the end of December are usually slow times anyway, so we're going to see probably a pickup of that upcoming. All right, I usually try to give you some examples of these because obviously you want to know. And here's the good news. I did find 2 active listings that actually have open houses this weekend. If you're in the market, interested in looking and seeing what this market actually holds. This one is an active listing on 750 Prince George Way in Windsor. It is being listed at 1.335. So 1.3 million, basically. 3-bedroom, 2-bath, about 1,200 square foot. It has an open house this Sunday from 2 to 4. So if you're interested in this particular type of a home, I definitely recommend you make it out there. This one, if you notice on the picture, also has solar, which is a great way to save some money on just expenses once you're in the house. And then as well, you're also seeing it's a 3-car garage. So really nice, 1-story, beautiful home, and probably listed about where the market is holding. So I would imagine they probably will get that asking price. Another active listing, I wanted to bring in something a little bit different because Windsor, Healdsburg, this particular area, Geyserville seems to really be shooting up, and a lot of people just think I can't buy in that area. And I wanted to show you that there are some things in this market that will allow you some flexibility with regards to that if you're not stuck on buying just a conventional single-family residence in a suburban setting. So this one is a mobile home. It's active. Oops, sorry, forgot the V. My apologies. It's 204 Jason Street, and this one is listed at 242. 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,400 square foot. If you look at the pictures, this is actually a really nice unit. One thing to consider when you're buying a mobile home. Financing is going to be a little bit more challenging. There's a lady out here, Bernice, that actually specializes in this, and I do have some particular lenders that can help with this. You're usually going to be putting a little bit more money down on a mobile home, just so you know, probably anywhere from 25 to 40%. And then as well, one thing to consider is you're going to have what's termed a lease cost, which is you're leasing the land. So you own the unit, but you're leasing the land. So that usually can be an additional cost of anywhere from $400 to $1,200, depending on the area. So just one of those factors you want to consider. Otherwise, there is probably not a lot of inventory in this particular market, so you want to be working with definitely one of those realtors who knows this area and this particular market. And obviously, reach out to me. I have some of those relationships established, and I'd be more than happy to recommend some dynamite realtors in this particular area. Otherwise, thank you very much for watching. I wanted to just add in my last thing is I usually put in a recently sold so you can see what is actually moving in the market. This sold last month, 6184 Marcy Court in Windsor. This one sold at $775, a little bit below what the listing price was. Again, 3-bedroom, 2-bath. I've tried to stay with that particular criteria just so you can kind of see across the board what's going on. So odds are you're probably going to be looking at around 750,000 or a little bit more on a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. That's kind of what this market is holding right now, just FYI. Otherwise, please reach out. I'd love to help you out. I got some dynamite financing opportunities. One of them that I'd like to share with you is we have a proprietary program with one of my major lenders that offers you a no MI, no mortgage insurance payment with only 10.01% down. So usually you put 20% down to avoid that payment. This is a 10%, 10.01% down payment. We call it the MI Buster. So it can give you a little bit more cash flow or purchase power when you're getting into qualifying for a home. So reach out. I'd love to show you this option as well. All right, and here's my contact information. I really, really, really super appreciate you being here. Taking the time to actually watch this video. I would love to help you with any of your real estate needs. If I cannot help you, I will find you the resources that can. I have a lot of the networking in Sonoma and Solano County that can really help you out. And if you're a homeowner already in a home, I can help you out with some of those other people that you may need. You may need a plumber. You may need some of these other people. And by all means, I'm really putting myself out there to provide a resource for you as a homeowner, and you know, really adding some strength and value to this real estate market. So thank you again for watching. Austin Lawrence, your mountain biking MLO. The reason why I say that is because I love mountain biking. And you'll see a little bit of a mountain biking twist with a lot of my marketing. Otherwise, please reach out to me via email, text, or give me a phone call. Love to talk to you, set up a Zoom meeting. I know COVID's going on right now. Otherwise, I'm available to meet with people if you give me a couple days advance notice as well. All right. Thank you very much for watching. And I will see you on the trail.